Welcome back. It was quite a day in Parliament with a full-fledged Mahabharat playing out over Manipur. It was day 2 of the no trust vote. It started with the question, will he or won't he? After much suspense and conflicting reports, Rahul Gandhi did appear in Parliament to make his much anticipated speech. This was his maiden speech after being reinstated as MP. But before Rahul Gandhi made his way to Parliament, he was seen helping a scooter rider outside 10 Janpath, where he is staying with his mother. This motorist reportedly fell off his two-wheeler. A video of the incident showing Rahul Gandhi getting out of his car and helping the motorist was soon viral. Many people will say this was a perfect photo opportunity, in fact, a photo opportunity made in heaven. Rahul then came and delivered his speech that started with Bharat Jodo, went on to call Prime Minister Modi Ravana, and then accused the government of murdering Mother India in Manipur. It was a ferocious attack on the government and hit its target. Listen in.
आप पूरे देश में केरोसिन फेंक रहे हो, पूरे देश में आप केरोसिन फेंक रहे हो। आपने मणिपुर में केरोसिन फेंकी और फिर चिंगारी लगा दी। अब आप हरियाणा में कर रहे हो, पूरे देश को आप जलाने में लगे हो। आप पूरे देश में भारत माता की हत्या कर रहे हो। भारत माता की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की। मारा आपने मणिपुर के लोगों को मारकर भारत की हत्या की है। आप देश द्रोही हो, आप देशभक्त नहीं हो, आप देश प्रेमी नहीं हो, आप देशद्रोही हो। आपने देश की हत्या मणिपुर में की। मेरी माँ यहाँ बैठी है, दूसरी माँ को आपने मणिपुर में मारा है। हर रोज जब तक आप हिंसा को बंद नहीं करोगे, तब तक आप मेरी माँ की हत्या कर रहे हो। हिंदुस्तान की सेना मणिपुर में एक दिन में शांति ला सकती है। हिंदुस्तान की सेना का प्रयोग नहीं कर रहे हो, क्योंकि आप हिंदुस्तान को मणिपुर में मारना चाहते हो। कुछ ही दिन पहले मैं मणिपुर गया। हमारे प्रधानमंत्री नहीं गए, आज तक नहीं गए, क्योंकि उनके लिए मणिपुर हिंदुस्तान नहीं है। मैंने मणिपुर शब्द प्रयोग किया, मगर आज की सच्चाई यह है कि मणिपुर नहीं बचा है। मणिपुर को आपने दो भाग में कर दिया है। मणिपुर को आपने बांट दिया है, तोड़ दिया है। और मणिपुर के कैंप्स में मैंने महिलाओं से बात की, बच्चों से बात की, जो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आज तक नहीं किया। इन्होंने मणिपुर में हिंदुस्तान की हत्या की है, सिर्फ मणिपुर की नहीं, हिंदुस्तान की हत्या की है। रावण दो लोगों की सुनता था, मेघनाथ और कुंभकर्ण। वैसे ही नरेंद्र मोदी दो लोगों की सुनते हैं, अमित शाह और अडानी। भाई और बहनों, लंका को हनुमान ने नहीं जलाया था, लंका को रावण के अहंकार ने जलाया था।
Now, the BJP had strategically pitted Union Minister Smriti Irani to speak right after him. She barely spoke a line about Manipur, but had a lot to say about Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party. Listen in.
पहली बार राष्ट्र के इतिहास में भारत मां की हत्या की बात की और कांग्रेस पार्टी यहां पर तालियां बजाती रही। जो भारत की हत्या की बात पर कांग्रेस पार्टी ने ताली पीटी आज इस सदन में, इस बात का संकेत पूरे देश को दिया कि मन में गद्दारी किसकी है। भारत मां की हत्या की बात करने वाले कभी भी बैठकर मेज नहीं थपथपाते। कांग्रेसियों ने बैठकर मां की हत्या के लिए मेज थपथपाई है। You are told to the British, quit India. Corruption, quit India. Dynasty, quit India. Merit now finds place in India.
Then came in Home Minister Amit Shah, who spoke for 2 long hours. He gave a full report card on the government's work and then launched a stringer missile on Rahul Gandhi. Mr. Shah has also defended the Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh and questioned the timing of the viral video. He has also confirmed on the floor of the House that 192 people have been killed in Manipur so far. Listen in.
इस सदन में एक ऐसे नेता है जिनको आज तक 13 बार राजनीति में लॉन्च किया गया है और 13 ही बार फेल गए। उनका एक लॉन्चिंग मैंने देखा है, उनका एक लॉन्चिंग यहां सदन में हुआ था। एक गरीब मां कलावती या ऐसा कुछ नाम था, कलावती, बुंदेलखंड की बहन कलावती, उसके घर वो नेता भोजन करने गए। मैं पूछना चाहता हूं वो कलावती का क्या करा? वो कलावती को घर, बिजली, गैस, शौचालय, अनाज, स्वास्थ्य, ये सब देने का काम नरेंद्र मोदी ने। जिस कलावती के घर पर आप भोजन पर गए हो, इसी को भी मोदी जी पर अविश्वास नहीं है, वो आज मोदी जी के साथ खड़ी है। मेरे मन में एक छोटा सा सवाल मेरे मन में तो नहीं आया, कुछ मीडिया के मित्र जो ऊपर बैठे हैं उन्होंने डाल दिया। उन्होंने मुझे पूछा कि अमित भाई ये 4 मई का वीडियो संसद सत्र के 1 दिन पहले ही क्यों आया? अगर किसी के पास वीडियो था तो वीडियो डीजीपी को देना चाहिए या नहीं देना चाहिए? मानिए किसी के पास वीडियो था तो पुलिस तंत्र को देना चाहिए या नहीं देना चाहिए? उसको सार्वजनिक करना चाहिए क्या? वो महिला के सम्मान की तो सोचो। सुनिए ना भाई, मैं टाइमिंग में ज्यादा जाना नहीं चाहता मान्यवर। वीडियो किसी के पास भी था, मैं इन पर आरोप नहीं कर रहा हूं, किसी के पास भी था। अगर उसने डीजीपी को दे दिया होता तो 5 तारीख को ही पकड़ गए होते, क्योंकि जिस दिन वीडियो दिया उसी दिन वीडियो की कॉपी पर से हमने फेस आइडेंटिफिकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर का उपयोग करते हुए सरकारों के डेटा के साथ मिलान करते हुए 9 के 9 लोगों को अरेस्ट कर दिया और वो आज ट्रायल फेस कर रहे हैं जेल में। चीफ सेक्रेटरी बदल दिया गया, डीजीपी बदल दिया गया, सुरक्षा एडवाइजर भेज दिया गया। चीफ सेक्रेटरी भारत सरकार ने भेजा, डीजीपी भारत सरकार ने भेजा, सुरक्षा एडवाइजर भारत सरकार। ये सब 4 तारीख की शाम को समाप्त हो गया था। 3 को हिंसा हुई, 4 तारीख को समाप्त हो गया था। और ये कहते हैं 356 क्यों ना लगाया? 356 तब लगती है जब हिंसा के समय राज्य सरकार कोऑपरेट न करे। हमने डीजीपी बदल दिया, उन्होंने भारत सरकार के डीजीपी को स्वीकार कर लिया। हमने चीफ सेक्रेटरी बदल दिया, उन्होंने भारत सरकार के चीफ सेक्रेटरी भेजे हुए चीफ सेक्रेटरी को। मैं यही कह रहा हूं, समझ न हो तो नहीं आएगी भी। सीएम तब बदलना पड़ता है जब कोऑपरेट न करे। ये सीएम कोऑपरेट कर रहा है।
Now, the battle within Parliament was not just restricted to Manipur. It spilled over to some side shows as well. The Congress party alleged that Rahul Gandhi was deliberately given less screen time during his speech. That is, the camera was not on him for much of the time he was speaking. The party has claimed that out of 37 minutes, Rahul was only on air for 14 minutes, 37 seconds, which is less than 40% screen time.
देखिए, ये सिर्फ लोकसभा में आज राहुल जी के भाषण देते समय नहीं हुआ है, ये रोज हो रहा है। राज्यसभा में भी हो रहा है और लोकसभा में भी हो रहा है। और पर्सनल मीटिंग में भी राज्यसभा के चेयरमैन को भी हाउस के तमाम सदस्यों ने ये शिकायत की है। आज शांतनु सेन जी ने, जो टीएमसी के मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट है राज्यसभा के, उन्होंने पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर लिया और उसमें भी ये बात रखी। तो ये लगातार हो रहा है, एक तरह की सेंसरशिप है कि किसी भी अपोजिशन का एमपी हो, कुछ भी बोले, अच्छा बोले, बुरा बोले, उसे मत दिखाओ। ये दरअसल वही है माइक बंद करना।
If the Congress had a complaint, then so did the BJP. It was over a flying kiss. Now, the last time Rahul Gandhi spoke in Lok Sabha during the no confidence motion against the Modi government was in 2018. He ended up hugging the Prime Minister and then winking at his then friend and now foe Jyotiraditya Scindia. Those pictures on your screens. The moment had created quite a flutter. The BJP wasn't happy. Those are pictures on your screens. That was in 2018. Cut to 2023. This time today, Rahul Gandhi once again igniting a controversy, this time with his alleged flying kiss. Union Minister Smriti Irani has alleged that Congress MP Rahul Gandhi blew a flying kiss while leaving Parliament after his speech. Ms. Irani called him a misogynist. Some BJP MPs, women MPs, went and complained to the Speaker as well. The Congress hit back at Smriti Irani, saying she must not forget that Parliament is not a TV show.
एक बात पर मैं आपत्ति अभी दर्ज करती हूं अध्यक्ष जी कि जिनको आज मुझसे पहले वक्तव्य देने का अधिकार दिया गया, उन्होंने जाते जाते एक अभद्र यहां पर लक्षण के दर्शन दिए. It is only a misogynistic man who can give a flying kiss to a parliament with seats female members of parliament. ऐसी गरिमा विहीन आचरण को इस देश के सदन में कभी नहीं देखा गया. ये उस खानदान के लक्षण हैं, या सदन में देश को पता चले.
ईरानी ये भूल जाती है कि ये टेलीविजन चैनल नहीं है, ये भारत का सदन है. आपकी नौटंकी का अखाड़ा नहीं है. अपनी बेकार की एक्टिंग और झूठा आक्रोश बंद कर दीजिए. मणिपुर पर बात हो रही है, हर वक्त मुद्दे से बरगलाने की, मुद्दे से भटकाने की कोशिश बंद कर दीजिए. दम है तो मणिपुर पर बात करिए. स्मृति ईरानी अपनी बेकार की बातें बंद करें. 78 दिन तक जो बोल नहीं पाया उसको कोई नैतिक अधिकार नहीं है सदन में बोलने का. स्मृति ईरानी एक औरत के नाम पर भी धब्बा है, मंत्री होने के नाम पर तो धब्बा है ही.
A quick chat with my guest this evening. Pradeep Mahaur is a leader of the BJP joining us on the broadcast. Lokesh Jindal is leader of the Congress party joining us on the broadcast as well. Lokesh, can I just ask you this? Hi. Can I just ask you this? You know, this debate was about Manipur, right? Now you do something. Now again, there is no video of it, so I don't know exactly what this flying kiss was all about. But if you know, make a gesture that is bound to be controversial, you take away from the main subject of the debate, which is Manipur. Is that what Rahul Gandhi has ended up doing? Look at what every channel is discussing in their prime time today. The flying kiss and not Manipur, and not the 192 people who have died in Manipur.
Hi, Shreya. Rahul Gandhi reciprocated a friendly gesture against a constant ridicule and attempts to subvert his voice. What's wrong with the flying kiss? I don't understand. I mean, the ruling dispensation, I think, is so much obsessed with hatred that any gesture of a simple, I can say a simple bonhomie is also to be received with a lot of hatred. I mean, I do not see this as any reason for the ruling party to raise concerns about. In fact, what it must focus upon are the points, are the important points that Rahul Gandhi has raised today. I was very happy. In fact, I watched him.
Have you given them a handle? No. Have you given them a handle to deflect? You know, the point is, Mr. Jindal, have you given them a point to deflect? I think you may have, but Pradeep Mahaur, no. You know, I don't want to dwell too much on the flying case because I really think that's a sideshow. And what is happening in Manipur right now is far, far more important. But I'll give Pradeep Mahaur exactly 20 seconds to respond on this kissa kiska, as it were. What's the problem? What was the problem? Why take umbrage?
I could not get your question. There was some voice issue. Can you repeat,
Mr. Mahaur, my question leads from what Mr. Jindal is saying. Yeah, my question comes to you from what Mr. Jindal is saying. Mr. Jindal is saying, why create such a fuss over a non-issue?
No. Actually, I just heard Mr. Jindal. What he was trying to say, there is no issue as far as flying kiss is concerned. There are certain rules and regulations, unwritten rules and regulations that are set by people. The way you behave at your home, you will not behave at your office, right? So there are certain rules and regulations of behavior of person to behave in Parliament. So the way he has behaved, Smriti Irani ji has rightly said that he is misogynist, but I'll use rather a stronger word that this act was actually delinquent. And one thing is very good that today on the TV screen, Mr. Jindal has accepted that this was a flying kiss. Other people were not even ready to accept it. Right. So this is not a kind of behavior that I guess expected from an MP like Rahul Gandhi. And this,
Okay.
earlier also he was blinking. So these kind of behaviors he should avoid. And because, it shows the kind of nurturing he has got rather.
Okay. We'll
you
just
know
leave it there. I just
why
wanted to, yeah, and just a minute. We don't even know what this is because we have not seen the gesture on our television screens
No,
because the
But
cameras were
Mr.
not there.
Jindal has accepted.
There is no
Mr. Jindal
video
has accepted.
that we can corroborate.
He was-
So we don't know what it was. We don't know
I'll
if it
tell
was
you
a
what it
flying
was.
kiss or whether it was something else. But as I
I'll
said,
tell you
it's a
what it
sideshow.
was.
Let
But-
it just fly out of the. Let Mr. Jindal,
No.
let it fly out of the window.
No. Allow
It's
me to make
really
one
not
Why are
something
you-
we
why
should
are
be
you defending
discussing
him? He has
on a
accepted.
day when Parliament has
He has
spoken
accepted.
extensively on
No.
Manipur.
A charge has been made.
Arey,
Allow
रुक
me
जाओ,
to
रुक
rebut.
जाओ, Mr.
Just allow me to.
Mr.
Sir,
Jindal
you
has
know
Ajay,
already
for 20
accepted
seconds,
it.
then I want
He
to
was
move on.
defending Rahul Gandhi on
I'll
that.
tell you what had happened. There were certain files that Mr. Rahul
Mr.
Gandhi
Mahaur,
was carrying.
एक मिनट रुकिए,
And those
हाँ.
files fell down.
Now he is
And
turning.
when it fell down, the BJP MPs, they started mocking, they started laughing, and they started ridiculing. And as a
So he should
reciprocation
give
at
a
that
flying
point of
kiss.
time,
He should give
Rahul
a flying
Gandhi
kiss
picked
then.
up those files and he simply gave a flying kiss. Now tell me, sir, who needs to learn etiquettes? Your MPs, your parliamentarians, or Mr. Rahul Gandhi? The point is, you first instigate somebody to act in a particular manner and then give to the public a half narration of it, deceiving the entire audience,
Okay.
deceiving the entire nation, and that is what is your genre of politics. You must learn etiquettes first. You must learn
Okay,
ethics
we
first
will now
before tutoring what Mr. Rahul
We will
Gandhi ought to
leave this
do.
kiska kissa completely now. Gentlemen, I don't want to discuss this any further because this really is a waste of time. But Mr. Pardeep Mahaur, please help me understand. The Home Minister has spoken for 2 hours today. It was good to hear the Home Minister, not for the first hour because he was giving a report card of the government. And frankly, that is not what we wanted to hear. We wanted to hear what the Home Minister had to say about Manipur. And then for 1 hour, he did speak about Manipur. And there was a lot of information there that all of us as citizens of India needed to know, right? I'm going to ask you this, Pardeep Mahaur. The Home Minister is saying that there is still anger in Manipur. I'm quoting from his speech. He's saying there is still anger in Manipur. He's telling us that 192 people have been killed in Manipur so far. Then what justifies his defense of Biren Singh? He's saying, why should I sack the chief minister who's cooperative? A chief minister can be very cooperative and nice and kind and etc. etc. But if he's inefficient and if he fails in his duty, he needs to be sacked. Then you yourself are admitting that there is still so much anger in Manipur.
First of all, we need to understand that the chief minister, the current chief minister, is an elected representative of people. He understands the pulse of the people, and in such a scenario, when he is actually supporting the government and he's trying to handle the situation, and where the situation is actually improving, we can see that the situation has improved. He has given the report card wherein there were so many people dying in the initial stages, but now the things have improved. This has improved because the chief minister is continuously supporting. So when he is supporting, ultimately he should be there so that at least he can control the situation. Removing him at this point can be something like can go in a different direction rather. So he's absolutely correct.
Biren Singh is a general in retreat. People in Manipur say that he has behaved like the chief minister of the Meiteis, not of Manipur. He is accused of partisanship. He is accused of allowing the violence to continue for 3 months. Look at the charges against him. Today, Rahul Gandhi on the floor of the House has said, Bharat Mata has been murdered in Manipur. How do you respond
This
to that charge?
I do not agree with this kind of a statement of Rahul Gandhi. For us, Bharat Mata is, very high positioned thing, something that that remains in our heart. So ultimately, if somebody says that Bharat Mata has been murdered, it is something he does not understand our emotions of the people of India for Bharat. He doesn't understand, and that is why we say that Rahul Gandhi is basically unfit. If you actually understand what Rahul Gandhi did today, 70% of his speech was actually where he wanted to place himself as an opponent, or rather against the Prime Minister of India, so that he can at least go and lead so-called I.N.D.I.A. This was the objective, and only in the 20%, 15 to 20% of his speech, he spoke about different things. So earlier he was all talking about his Bharat Jodo Yatra. What was the point of wasting time on Bharat Jodo Yatra? Why was he trying to advertise himself?
No, the same can be said about the Home Minister. No, the same can be said about the Home Minister, na? The same can be said about the Home Minister, that in his 2-hour speech, 1 hour, yes, was fabulous because it spoke about Manipur, but the first hour just spoke about Rahul Gandhi, spoke about, spoke about the Congress party, it spoke about how Rahul had been relaunched 13 times and a report card of the government.
It has to be. It has to be.
The same thing.
We have to understand.
The same thing about wasting time can be said about the Home Minister as well.
Yes. Can I say?
Can I just get in? Can I just get in Mr. Jindal in here? Mr. Jindal, Mr. Mahaur is saying that this speech was essentially, not a speech about Manipur. It was a political speech to position himself. Rahul Gandhi wanted to position himself against the Prime Minister, so he said many rhetorical things which really didn't have any substance. Political speech karke, ye speech jo hai, it should have been given in Rajasthan or some other poll-bound state, but instead he found a forum in the parliament and that is where he made it.
Shreya, these people do not even understand the meaning of Bharat Mata. They loudly proclaim, they loudly shout out Vande Mataram, but they don't even know the meaning of Vande Mataram. But Rahul Gandhi said the very essence of Bharat Mata was brutally crushed by the administration in Manipur, by the response of the central government. He was absolutely right. On 6th of August, Manipur police filed an FIR against Assam Rifle, the central paramilitary force, claiming that the central forces, they had supported the cookies. Now, please tell me, where do you find an incident where the Manipur police, that is the state police, is filing an FIR against the central paramilitary forces that is sent by Ministry of Home Affairs? And today we have Amit Shah ji defending Biren Singh, defending the Chief Minister of Manipur. On what basis? He stated that the Chief Minister of Manipur was cooperating. Sir, I beg to differ. The Chief Minister of Manipur was outrightly rejected, was opposed by the cookies. Mr. Amit Shah was pointing out that because of the regime change in 2021, there was an influx of cookies in Manipur, which triggered violence. Sir, there we have all the agencies with us, external affair agencies, intelligence agencies. The policy formulation has to be proactive, not reactive. On all these fronts, whether it is state intelligence, you cannot put all the blame on the High Court's decision or the order. The police and other agencies are
Mr. Jindal, fact also is
while making administrative measures, and it was a complete failure of the state administration.
No, fact also is
which must have been acknowledged.
Yes, that is true.
356 must have been imposed.
That
is
true.
Yes.
That is true. That it was a complete failure on the part of the Chief Minister and the Manipur administration. There is no doubt about that. But here's the thing, Mr. Jindal. The fact is that the opposition has been pushing for the Prime Minister to speak on Manipur. And should he speak on Manipur? Yes, he should speak on Manipur. I do not deny that. But today the Home Minister came out with facts.
Yes, he did.
And it turns out that the Congress's own house is a glass house.
No.
Because every time there was violence in Manipur during your regimes, It's not like your Prime Minister showed up there. So it's a bit rich for the opposition to push for the Prime Minister to go to Manipur. He should have. He should speak about Manipur. I'm not saying he should not. But the point is that your Prime Ministers in the past have also failed in their duty. And that is hypocritical of you to then ask the Prime Minister to visit Manipur and ask why has he not visited Manipur? Why has he not spoken about Manipur?
Mr. Amit Shah, in his speech, stated that since last 6.5 years, the BJP is having its government in Manipur. He pointed out that there was no blockade, there was no curfew imposed, and all forms of achievements that the BJP government has realized. But the larger question is that such a magnitude of violence did occur. Displacements did happen. People were murdered.
Mr. Jindal, don't give me jalebi.
Was unleashed.
Don't give me jalebi. I asked you a question. I asked you a question about the hypocrisy of the Congress also that was called out today. I have asked you a simple question about the hypocrisy of the Congress also that was called out today by the Home Minister. That's the question I asked you. You've given me some jalebi. I'm out of time.
Comparing 1990s with that of today.
Comparison to hoga.
No.
Because this is not the first time we have seen ethnic violence in Manipur. Comparison hoga.
See, agreed.
If you demand this Prime Minister to do something, you should base it on what your Prime Minister did. And if you want this Prime Minister to speak, accept that what your Prime Minister did then was wrong.
Shreya,
we'll just leave it there for the moment. Mr. Jindal, out of time. 10 seconds.
It was Congress which started with Look East policy. It was Congress which had laid down all road networks,
that's debatable.
all
we'll leave it there.
Infrastructure in the Northeast. And what BJP did over here is simply to glorify and
what the good news is?
label all achievements as made by BJP. So that is not fair. I mean, you cannot put all the blame on the Congress that whatever happened, whatever failure happens today,
I'm not putting the blame.
Done in the past.
It was not a blame at all. It was a comparison.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Something.
That's not.
You have to have some kind of a tangible data.
That wasn't a blame. That was a comparison.
Yeah. You have to have a tangible data to compare.
It was not blame. It was a comparison, and I think there was a certain hypocrisy in what the Congress was also saying. But anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, here's the good part. The good part is that Manipur has now burned for more than 93 days. The Home Minister has told us that 192 people have died in the last 3 months. The Prime Minister will finally speak on Manipur tomorrow. That's the good part. The Home Minister has spoken today for 1 hour. He's told us what the situation is in Manipur, where things went wrong, what buffer zones are, how Cookies and Metis continue to be angry with each other, etc. So he's given us a lowdown on what has happened in Manipur and what is happening in Manipur. This is good. This is what we needed to hear. This is what the country needed to hear. Now the country will hear the Prime Minister, so we'll just wait for that. For the moment, it's been another good day in Parliament because mostly we see our parliaments being adjourned and adjourned. We never see them work. We never see our netas work. For the last 3 days, we are actually seeing our parliamentarians sit in Parliament and have a debate, which is very necessary for this country. This is the way parliamentary democracies work. The Prime Minister speaks tomorrow. We look forward to that. For the moment, it's a wrap from me. Thank you very much. We have Shreya Dhoundial joining you at the top of 9 with all the day's top stories. Do stay with us.